What's happening, guys? I'm Dan. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving back into more craft beer. I actually took an Instagram message recommendation to find this beer, and it popped right up. It really was in distribution this week, so great timing for that guy on Instagram. I appreciate the message. I won't say names, not necessary, but he told me to find Goodnight Bodacious from Shorts Brewing Company. Again, it just came into distribution as 6-packs. This is like $13.99 for a 6-pack, but again, I do not know the ABV. I don't know anything about this beer besides the fact that this was brewed many years ago by Shorts. I don't know how frequently. I don't think it was very frequent. I think it was, back in 2012, 13, 14, somewhere in that range. And this is a double black IPA. So I think this is a large beer, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't think I've ever had this one unless I had it on tap years back at the tap room in Bel Air there. So not quite sure about this one, guys. I didn't see any check-ins, so I don't think I've had this one off the top of my head. But again, it's fresh beer from Elk Rapids. It's 1/4/24, and today's the 20th of January. So less than 3 weeks old. I love it. We got the Shorts Tiku. We got proper glassware. Life is Shorts. Let's dive in. So again, I don't mind if you guys send me messages and want me to review a beer. I'll happily do that for you. So here we are, fulfilling that request today. So this is pouring, boy, more like a porter, if you will, but we are in the black IPA category, so this is fitting as well. And what a crazy looking head sitting on top. Great head retention, really foamy, thick, dense, a pillowy head sitting on top. Wow, that looks really nice. But look at that, man. This looks like a stouter porter in my opinion. But crazy charred mocha head sitting on top. Real dark khaki brown. Wow. Pretty looking beer. So black IPAs, I love this category. But again, to my knowledge, this is a larger beer. It's not listed, but I'm pretty sure it's a big beer. So we're going to go to an aroma, see what we can get. Dark bread, a little bit of roasted charred coffee, dark malts, dark barley, like hoppy bitterness too, like almost like piney hoppy bitterness. Again, Shorts, not shocked, they make everything freaking hoppy, man. It's only fitting that this one has the same feel to it. A little bit of like earthy pine. Again, it's just, it smells like almost ever so slightly fruity, very hoppy, bittered barley, a little bit of charred coffee. But there's some like bubblegum fruitiness underneath the depths of this black IPA. Like there's just this little sweet fruity thing underneath. And it's weird because it pops out every so often. I can't get it every time I sniff, but it's like every couple sniffs, it's like a bubblicious bubblegum fruity pop that comes out. Weird, so now I'm not getting it as much, but it was there for a moment. So let's try, guys. Bodacious. I'm sorry, Goodnight Bodacious. I love the name, man. Let's check it out. Cheers. So hoppy. Ooh, and then there comes the lingering body, the lingering depth of this beer, the largeness of this craft beer is showing itself. Like it just weighs on your palate. It comes with a huge hot bite on the back end, just dry, roasty bitterness. Bitterness like a huma for a moment. So fitting from Shorts. But again, roasted charred coffee, dark breads, dark malts, a little bit of like caramel toffee sweetness. It is so dang bitter on the back end though. Like it is bone dry on the back end. After it kind of hits you, there's some sort of fruity hoppiness that's attributed to like an IPA. Like it definitely has like a small dose of like New England style IPA sweetness for a moment, and then you're just hit with massive West Coast bitterness on the back end. It's a big beer, man. And it just lingers for days. Like this roasted charred bitterness and hoppy pine cone bite just lingers. And even right now I'm talking to you guys, it's still in the back of my throat, just that dry, bitter, hoppy bite. Wow. Reminds me of just a crazy Shorts beer that just is so fitting today. So again, there's no way I've had this. I feel like I'd remember it. The body's dense. It's kind of subtly creamy as well. So it's soft, yet very tight and sharp stop on the back end with that bitterness and just extreme hoppiness. Again, the IBUs have to be outrageous on this beer. I'd say they got to be close to 100. It just feels like a resinous, piney West Coast IPA on the back end after you get those dark qualities in the black IPA there that kind of bounce out at you. Man, but it's crazy how dry the beer is. Like, it really does dry out after you're getting some of that slight sweetness on the front. Maybe like a little bit of earthy floral. Man, it's got like a small ethanol bite. It's not off-putting though. Like, it feels like it's probably a big beer. I don't know where the ABV is on this. With that bitterness and that kind of wave of body that you're hit with, it just feels like it's got to be almost double digits. It's got to be around 10%. Wouldn't be shocked if it's higher. Wouldn't be shocked if this was like 12. I can't imagine it's more than 12% because it's going down really easily. But again, I think it's because of the hops kind of working really well together on this one. Just a really nice recipe, you know. It just feels like, for how thick and big this beer is, it's smoothed out really well with that kind of hoppiness. So I'm not going to drag this one out too long. This is a crazy good value, probably at $13.99 from Shorts. Reminds me a little bit of a porter stout, but at the same time reminds me of a West Coast IPA hybrid altogether. I like it. It's you have to be in the mood for this though. So I'm gonna take a stab at this. I'm gonna say this is minimum. I'll be upset if it's 8% or less, and then I'll be upset if it's more than. Well, I'll be happy if it's more than 12%. But I want to say it's 8 to 12%. I know that's a huge range, but that's where I'm going to put it. Let me see if I can find this real quick. And I don't normally do this, but with the Shorts beers, I've been doing this recently where I try to look this up. So, no, then there's a football game on, so we got to watch this. Okay, Goodnight Bodega. Shorts Brewing. So, I'm on Untapped, and this one says 11.2%. You know, I don't know if it's from this year or not. I don't know. I'm getting other years. I wonder if I can go to like just their main page. Let's see. Sorry guys, I'll probably speed this up because I know that this is not what you want to see. So what I'm seeing on their website right now, I don't know if this is accurate as of right now. It says 10.9%, 88 IBUs. So I'm pretty close in that range. I can't believe this is almost 11% though. That's a little bit towards the upper end that I would have taken it for, but Shorts, they don't surprise me for doing that. So they have black barley roasted coffee, got that, complemented by dark juicy fruit. So I said there's like a bubblicious gum in there. And green earthy hops. Yeah, I could see the earthy pine, resinous pine. Sip after sip will surprise you. The boozy qualities of this brew will come more prominent when it warms up. Embrace the absolute darkness. Dude, it's a crazy beer. It's out there. It's something like I just don't see that often. You don't see double black IPAs ever. And this one's a freaking huge one. So rating, it'd be fun to share this one, but I could easily drink it. It'd just wear on me a little bit with that kind of bitterness. So it is almost 100 IBUs. I'm going to go with just a 4.05 out of 5. It's a lot going on, and I think it'd be more fun to share it. I think it would weigh on me, this big ABV. So guys, I'll speed this video up, or maybe we'll trim some of this out. It's been Goodnight Bodacious, and thank you for the recommendation. It was a fun beer to try, and guys, you know what it is. Prost, Yamas, cheers. Till next time.